Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Ranga here, and in this video we will talk about the Poco M2 Pro which just launched today in India. We will talk about this phone, full specifications, what is the price of this phone, what are all the variants available, and also guys we will see when the first sale is going to take place for this phone. So with that said, you are watching Tech Spot. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, hit on the subscribe button, and if you end up liking this video, hit on the like button without fail. With that said, let's get into the video. So guys, I just watched the online launch event of the Poco M2 Pro, and this Poco M2 Pro in regard of design and specification looks much like the Redmi Note 9 Pro, and you can even tell the Poco M2 Pro is a rebranded version of the Redmi Note 9 Pro. However guys, now let's see what are all the specifications, and we will see them in detail now. So guys, this Poco M2 Pro is coming with a 6.7 inch Full HD plus IPS LCD panel with a 20:9 aspect ratio, and the front camera will be a punch hole camera which will be at the center of the screen on the top, unlike on the left corner or right corner which we generally used to see in Poco phones. This will have the notch at the center and it will be a punch hole notch, as I said. And guys, one thing about the screen is that it is a 6.7 inch, so it is a big screen, and it does not have any higher refresh rate guys, unlike the Poco X2 which we saw with a 120Hz refresh rate, or any other phone at this same price segment like the Realme 6 or Realme 6 Pro which has a 90Hz display. This Poco M2 Pro does not have anything like that. It comes only with a standard 60Hz panel. Now moving on to the performance section, this is coming with the Snapdragon 720G chipset, which is the same as we saw in the Redmi Note 9 Pro and Realme 6 Pro smartphones. And the Snapdragon 720 chipset is an octa-core chipset with 2 performance cores and 6 efficiency cores. So this one is a kind of power efficient chipset guys. It is built on an 8nm processor if I remember correctly. And regarding the GPU, this one is having the Adreno 618 GPU, the same which we see in the Redmi Note 9 Pro, Realme 6 Pro, and the Adreno 618 GPU is also found on the Poco X2. The only difference is in the Poco X2 the GPU is overclocked, but with the Snapdragon 720G it is not overclocked. So it is the Adreno 618 GPU with the Snapdragon 720G chipset, and for gaming it is not the best guys, but it is quite good. I would say it can handle heavy games. And this is also power efficient processor, as I said, so it will not drain a lot of battery in your device. So regarding the chipset guys, considering the price point, they have provided a great chipset. You cannot complain anything about this Snapdragon 720G chipset at this price segment. Next, talking about the camera department, it is also very similar to the Redmi Note 9 Pro which we saw. This one comes with the 48 megapixel main camera, then has an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera which has 119-degree field of view, and then a 5 megapixel macro camera, and then a 2 megapixel depth sensor. It is the same setup as we saw in the Redmi Note 9 Pro. It is not even a bit different guys, but Poco has said that since customers has requested to Poco, it has added some new features in the M2 Pro camera, like they say something they have Pro color mode, and even for taking videos they have a Pro video mode which they say. Since I have not used this phone myself yet, I do not know about it much guys. So regarding the camera, it is just the same as the Redmi Note 9 Pro in the rear camera. That rear camera setup is also same as the Redmi Note 9 Pro guys. And in the front we get to see a 16 megapixel camera which is at the center of the screen, the punch hole camera as I said. And this 16 megapixel camera is must be quite good for taking selfies and stuff. So next, moving on to the battery, this one is coming with a 5000 mAh lithium ion battery, and this battery is quite big. I would say it is much bigger than what we see in this price segment, like the Realme 6 which is offering a 4300 mAh battery, and the Poco X2 with a 4500 mAh battery. This one is a comparatively bigger battery, the 5000 mAh battery, and with the combination of Snapdragon 720G chipset, this 5000 mAh battery would be very great guys, because the Snapdragon 720G is a power efficient chipset, and also in the box you are getting a 33 watt fast charger If I remember correctly, it is the same as we saw in the Redmi Note 9 Pro. Redmi Note 9 Pro also provided a 33 watt fast charger in the box with a 5020 milliampere battery there in the Redmi Note 9 Pro. But here we are getting only 5000 milliampere battery. It is not much different at all. But the battery is very big, I would say. It is more than enough for even heavy users, guys. And also this phone is P2I splash and dust proof, which means that it can, what do you say, withstand accidental splashes of water. And guys, Poco claimed that this phone can charge from 0 to 50% in just half an hour. Now let's talk about the storage variants, guys. This one is coming with a LPDDR4X RAM and has a UFS 2.1 storage. UFS 2.1 storage is quite fast, I would say. And this phone is coming in three variants. The base variant will come with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage, which will be priced at 13,999. The next variant will come with 6 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage, which will be priced at 14,999. And the highest variant will come with 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage, which will be priced at 16,999, guys. So, and this phone will be available in three different colors: blue, green and black. They call these colors in their own names, like they call the black as two shades of black, and blue and green has some similar different names like this. And regarding the sale, guys, this phone will go on sale from 14th July, and this will be exclusively available on Flipkart, which means that you will be able to get this one only on Flipkart. And one more main thing about the Poco is that Poco has said that in its M2 Pro, it is using the 2x2 MIMO Wi-Fi technology, which is the multiple in multiple out. It means that they have placed more number of transmitters, and it can actually reduce the latency and ping issue when you play online games, and it will also speed up your Wi-Fi connectivity overall. So that's it for now, guys. This Poco M2 Pro looks much more like the Redmi Note 9 Pro, with some minor differences here and there. So hope this video would have been helpful to you guys. What is your thoughts about the Poco M2 Pro? Put it on the comment section. So that's it for now. Hope to meet you in my next video. Till then, thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye.